So the government has officially shut down. It is now midnight. And what does that mean? The hell if I can tell you. I see no end in sight for this shutdown to end. Um, with the House Senate adjust, it says government has been shut down for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Oh, with the House Senate adjusting, there is, let's see what I can do here to flip this. With the House and the Senate adjusting, there is adjourned. There is no plan for a vote tonight, even if an 11 o'clock hour deal is reached. And of course, the government has now been shut down for 1 minute and 44 seconds. And I think they say that it's $1 million for every minute the government is shut down. It costs the American taxpayer $1 million. I think the question is, how in the hell will they ever come to a term of a deal to open our government back up? Trump says he is only going to accept that he gets funding for his wall, and the Democrats swear that they will never pay for the wall. So we have come down. I cannot believe we're having a silly argument about this fucking wall. If you'd have told me just 4 years ago that we would have been talking about a fucking wall at our southern border and that it would eventually shut our government down, I probably would have laughed you out of the fucking room. I never thought Donald Trump would be president. I never thought we would ever get to this point, but here we are. I am on fullentertainmentmedia.com and I'm talking about a fucking wall being built around a country called the United States of America. It is absolutely crazy. I can't tell you any other way of putting it. And let's talk about the deal with television. The television deal with Impact Wrestling. Absolutely fucking huge. It is a craziness. Hey, thank you for watching, man. What's going on? I don't know if you're watching Organized Chaos, but that was. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you all for watching. Fucking absolutely craziness that we were stuck in a situation. I'm in disbelief. I'm absolutely in disbelief. Let's get these messages where I can look at them as they come up. I'm never done it like this. All messages are visible. So here we are. We've now been shut down for 3 minutes and 49 seconds. What does this mean? And what are we going to do about this? I'm going to hit the refresh and see if. And here's CNN. If you're looking at CNN, this is the shutdown begins. And whatever the fuck that means, where are we going next? What are we going to do next? How are we going to open our government back up? I don't see any end in sight for this shutdown. I think this could easily be the longest shutdown we have ever seen, and because I just don't see any end goal. I don't see any way that there could possibly be an end goal. Maybe there is. Maybe somebody else has got a better plan than me. Um, Donald Trump says he's gonna get a fucking wall. I mean, at some point, you quit calling his fucking bluff. You got to quit calling his fucking bluff because he's clearly proved he'll shut the government down. Yeah, I mean, he's a lunatic. I fully agree with that. I mean, he's crazy. He runs our. I mean, this is costing us millions and millions and millions and millions of fucking dollars by having our government shut down. But at least the guy had. I don't even know what to fucking make of it. Usually, when the government does shut down, people say this has happened in the past. Well, the difference is there was an end in sight. You knew that, some of those shutdowns were 12 hours, 5 hours. With Wait, so Trump did shut the yes, Donald Trump has now officially shut the it is official. The government is now shut down. Um Definitely official. And this is probably looking to be the longest shutdown in American history because I do not see any. There's no way. Donald Trump says he will not open the government unless he gets the funding for his wall. I mean, it's absolutely fucking crazy that people are not going to go to work tomorrow because we're going to build a fucking wall Trump gets what he wants, or we're not going to let people go to work. I mean, I'm not trying to be bipartisan here, but doesn't this seem like a kid move to do? Kicking and screaming, and yeah, what is next? I mean, the immediate effects is that it will shut the parks down, right? So you're gonna see the parks going down to littler things. But if the shutdown continues, kids are quit going to school. Roads will quit getting paved. It will get to that point, depending on how long the shutdown happens. The only positive here is maybe police officers will quit getting paid. That would definitely be a good thing, right? Maybe some of our asinine governors will, but the senators get paid for a long time. The government almost has to be shut down for 3 months before senators lose their paycheck. Don't you think that's crazy? The people responsible for the shutdown are the last people to lose their paychecks. Isn't that absolute? The I don't I didn't see what you're saying about the fence. I'm struggling to read the chat as quick as you're putting it up. Hey, sweetheart, can you read the chat?
Um,
I'm talking to Shay over there. For those of you who watch our videos all the time,
okay, it says then
people probably are wondering why I got all those fucking milk jugs. I literally drink milk like that. I literally drink fucking milk like that.
literally.
Literally, I drink like that much fucking milk.
He's a fucking milk disposal.
It's fucking craziness. And now I feel like people are going to be like, there's no fucking way he really actually drinks milk like that. So I'm going to have to get sidetracked because of my ADD. So no, I'm not going to show them all the milk in the fridge. Of course, there's never milk in our refrigerator. What I'm proof that this is probably, look at this. This is my kitchen. Just this is, you're right though. They do have their money. And then that's pretty much all it seems like they care about, right? And they get their paycheck for 3 months. You know who's the one of the first people to lose their paycheck? One of the first people to lose their paycheck is the Marine Corps. The Marines are some of the first people to lose their paycheck. The people fighting for our country are some of the first people to lose their paycheck. And that might be Donald Trump's motivation for bringing our troops home, because he doesn't want to be on the record for he's going to say, well, they're not at war now, I'm bringing them all. Which is a good thing. As a liberal, I've talked about this earlier today. As a liberal, you have to be happy that, and I know the MSNBC and some of the fucking Democrats, and I always say there's a difference in Democrats and liberals. The Democrats are stupid because they are saying that ending the wars are not good things. Thank God I don't get at my page. He took the troops home because Putin said so. I don't know, man. I I don't care. I don't really care why he took the troops home, because, in quite honesty, if the troops come home, that's always a good thing. I don't give a fuck. If Putin said bring the troops home, we'll listen to him this one time, right? I'm not gonna knock Trump. I'm with the Young Turks. I don't know if any of y'all watched the Young Turks, but at the end of the day, if we're liberals, we're liberals, and we have to be fucking liberals all the time. We can't just be liberals when it's politically fun to be a liberal, right? We have to be a fucking liberals. If we don't like war, we don't like war all the time. We can't just not like war when the Republicans are pushing for war and we're the party that's against war. We got to always dislike war, right? We can't just be peaceful and loving and kind and good people when it's convenient. We always have to be peaceful, kind, and loving when it's always convenient, which is all the time, right? It should be all the time. You should love people all the time. You should care about your neighbor all the time. And I'm not gonna try to upset people, but that's that. I always laugh when people say, you know, I always laugh when you claim you're religious, but you don't accept the fact that Jesus was a liberal, right? What is a liberal? A liberal is giving liberals give things that people don't necessarily deserve to people who don't necessarily deserve them. Well, didn't Jesus Christ give his life to people who did not deserve it? He died for our sins and we didn't deserve it. Isn't that as liberal as it gets? Jesus was the original liberal. I mean, I'm so here's the thing though. I say that to say this. I don't think Donald Trump's cracking under pressure. I think you're naive. I think Donald Trump's going to win re-election. I mean, I think you're crazy not to realize that Donald Trump is most likely going to win re-election. I mean, I hate to be that guy that's going to break that news to you, but Donald Trump is going to get re-elected. Look, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I voted for Hillary. I voted for Obama 2 times. I'm a liberal. I'm a bona fide liberal. I'm not a bona fide Democrat, but I am. Look, I lost half my audience when I said that. But I'm a bona fide. Well, Jesus is at the end of the day, my president is always Jesus. You know what I'm saying, man? My president is always Jesus. Obama was a good guy, but he don't hold a measuring stick to Jesus. I mean, and I'm also a liberal, right? Yeah. And it doesn't matter who we voted for, right? It's got to quit being about red states and blue states. Didn't we hear anything Obama said in 2004? Didn't we hear anything Obama said in 2004 when he said, didn't we hear anything when he said this is not about red states, this is not about blue states, this is about the United States. We are in the greatest country in the world. We are in the pursuit of happiness to form a more perfect union. Who the fuck was not listening to the Declaration of Independence that reads, yes, we can? The national creed that reads, yes, we can. And that's why it was always funny when Republicans would hate on the Declaration of Independence when they would bash Obama for saying, yes, we can, not realizing that they were bashing the Declaration of Independence. That was always ironic. And I think Obama never really emphasized, I'm quoting parts of the Constitution of the United States, and you're bashing me for it. Yeah, Trump is a spoiled child. That's why our government is currently shut down. That's why Marines won't get paid in the next 2 weeks. That is why we are facing no end in sight shutdown. I mean, that's why we're here. We are here because our government has shut down, because our president's number one priority is not the interest of the American people. Donald Trump does not have your best interest. I assure you of that. Donald Trump does not have your best interest. Now, never has a president ever made bad decisions intentional. This president is making bad decisions, and he is intentionally doing it. Make no mistake, folks. Donald Trump is a fucking genius. The paperwork says it. Donald Trump is a fucking genius. IQ-wise, Donald Trump is a genius. Now, you're an idiot if you don't realize that. So when he makes bad decisions, understand this. Those decisions are pure evil. It's in being stupid. He's intelligent, and he's screwing you, and he knows he's screwing you, and he just does not care. It's worse than you could ever imagine. You think he's stupid, you think he's dumb, but it's a lot worse than you could ever imagine. He is literally just an evil human being. Donald Trump does not give no flying F's about you. He don't care about no immigration. He doesn't care about protecting your borders. He doesn't care about the shit that he spews. Nothing is important to Donald Trump but Donald Trump. This guy is pure fucking evil. It's nothing to do with the border. It doesn't even have anything to do with a wall. If Donald Trump gets a wall tomorrow, nothing will change. You can't, it's not reasonable, it's not ration. Those things just do not apply when talking about Donald Trump. They don't, they never will. We could build the wall, have it built by morning before the sun comes up, if that was possible. Let me I say that to say this. If George W. Bush does something when he was president, like saying I watched it on TV, watched the first plane hit, but the first plane didn't hit on TV because he's an idiot and he didn't realize that he was watching the second plane, something a president should recognize, something a president should clearly fucking know. But that's because George W. Bush was a fucking idiot, right? Donald Trump's not a fucking idiot. Donald Trump's a smart guy. Donald Trump is a Donald Trump is a good for nothing piece of shit. That's what Donald Trump is. A good for nothing piece of shit. He's an absolute horrible. He's a terrorist. He's a fear-mongering war machine, and he is our president most likely for. What do we got? 2, 4, 4, 5, 6 more years. He's our president for 6 fucking years. So you hold the fuck on. You hold the fuck on. And you remember who told you so. Barack Obama said this man is uniquely unqualified. Bush was unqualified, but Donald Trump is uniquely unqualified. Right? Bush was unqualified because he was stupid as a fucking rock. Right? He had no fucking clue to know when the buildings fell in New York City on September 11th. George W. Bush didn't have a fucking clue. But let me tell you about George W. Bush. George W. Bush loved his fucking country. He loved it with every fiber in his body. And like a lot of Americans, he just happened to be a stupid one. That doesn't mean he didn't want his country to. It doesn't mean he hasn't done great things with Obama since after leaving the White House. Our president today hates America. Do you understand me? There's no other way to word it. This man hates America. There is no other fucking explanation other than the fact that Donald Trump fucking hates this goddamn country. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a fucking Democrat. I got best friends on both sides of the aisle. I'm telling you, best friends in office that called him. Tim Foster, on the county commissioner in North Carolina, is a Republican. He's one of the best people I know. Let me tell you something. This motherfucker right now, Donald Trump, is a fucking jackass, right? Ron Paul is a Republican. Ron Paul is a good man. Do you hear me? He's a good man. This fucker that's in office is not a Republican. You hear me? He is not a fucking Republican. Anybody who's a Republican, they do all suck. They don't represent us, that's for sure. They do not fucking represent us. Our police beat us to fucking death. Are you hearing me? Our fucking police officers that are sworn to protect and serve us beat us to fucking death. And this fucking jackass, fucking crony, fucking Nazi goes around saying, "Oh, I'm the law-abiding candidate." You are the... Give me a fucking break. Are you out of your goddamn mind, Donald Trump? I don't have to know the answer to that question. I know you are out of your fucking mind. Out of your goddamn mind. Our government is shut down. Soldiers will not get paychecks and kids will not go to school. And people say, well, only some parks are going to get closed in a couple first days. The first days, only some parks are going to get closed. And then they're going to keep on because they're losing money. They don't know where they're going to get their money from, so they're going to keep on shutting down. Eventually your roads quit getting paved, your kids quit going to school, and then it's like, blame the Democrats because... No, don't blame the Democrats. Don't blame the Republicans. You hear me? Do not blame the Republicans. We're having a silly debate about a stupid wall that should have never even been on the national discussion. Do you hear me? This should have never been part of the national discussion. This should have never been part of the national goddamn discussion. It would not have been if Ted Cruz was there. It would not have been if Jeb Bush was there. It would not have been if Hillary Clinton was there. It would not have been if Bernie Sanders was there. The only fucking way this becomes part of the national fucking discussion is if some fucking orange motherfucking clown is your president of the United States. We live in the goddamn twilight zone. Do you hear me? We live in the fucking twilight zone when a fucking June bug of a president pulls troops out of Syria and the people bash him. They bash him. No, you shouldn't bash him for that. You should bash him for shutting our fucking government down, right? You shouldn't bash him for doing. That's the most sensible thing this fucking idiot has done. But understand why he did it. He did it to appeal to people like me, liberals, who truly love other people, who truly love their fellow American, even the ones who disagree. Do you understand this? If I was to talk to Jeb Bush, I would shake his hand. Do you hear me? If I was to talk to Ron Paul, I would shake his hand because I understand what it means to run a campaign, because I've ran campaigns, I've been on campaigns, and I understand what it means to be on a campaign. It's part of dedicating your life. And I don't care if you got an R beside your name, a D beside your name, an I beside your name. If you've ever ran a campaign and you didn't do it because you were a fucking celebrity on some goddamn show where all your number one job was to say, "You're fired. You're fired." This guy's going to create fucking jobs. He became famous by firing people. It is absolutely fucking ludicrous that this motherfucking terrorist is anywhere near my goddamn White House. Do you hear me? My fucking White House. Because as taxpayers, that is our house. It does not fucking belong to this fucking terrorist that currently sits in it. And it's just fucking ridiculous. Only a question of the government is shut down. Regular things like Social Security, Medicaid, Postal Office are still open. They're still open for now. They're still open for now. Yes, this is the parks are going to be open. The parks are all it's going to do is shut down a couple fucking parks. Well, yeah, but guess what? Then the funding for your fucking education comes. Then your kid don't go to fucking school. How the fuck are the guy that drives the school, that brings the fucking school lunch to the fucking school? That's going to quit fucking happening. And I tell you what, you can thank your... I got a bumper sticker on my car that says fuck you and fuck you for voting for Donald Trump. It says fuck Donald Trump and fuck you for voting for Donald Trump. Well, here's the fucking truth. Not many of us did. This motherfucker never won no goddamn election. Anybody fucking even thinks it doesn't really believe it. They just want a fucking Republican. Well, they don't got a Republican president. You never had a Republican fucking president. Do you think this is the man of the party of Lincoln? Do you really believe that? Do you really fucking believe that this is the same party as Lincoln? Do you really fucking believe that? Do you really fucking believe that? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if people like it? I live in a goddamn free country, right? You hear that? Right now, as of right now, this country is still fucking free, according to the Constitution, not according to what I see when I walk out my goddamn door. When I walk out my goddamn door, I feel suppressed as fuck. I feel like my police are not representing me. I feel like my senators don't represent me. I feel like my mayors don't represent me. Lincoln would beat Trump to fucking death. Lincoln would beat fucking Trump to death. Lincoln would put that man on lethal injection. This is fucking craziness. We literally just shut our government down just for the fuck of doing it. Because our crybaby didn't get a fucking wall. That's why we just shut our government down. Are you proud of this man? Are you fucking proud of this man? Are you happy with it? Are you glad he did it? Who? Where? Who? Your 6 fucking construction guys want to fuck... What is going on? What the fuck is going on? What twilight zone? And again, I'm here to tell you, Donald Trump will most likely be reelected. Are you listening to me? Donald Trump will most likely be reelected. Oh yeah, martial law most likely is coming. All right. I live in the path of Hurricane Florence. when they said that martial law wasn't taking place, and I was sitting there looking at fucking Humvees. I got video of it on my channel, of fucking Humvees sitting in the middle of the goddamn road, and the news. I got the news on one phone that's saying that there's no martial law, and then I got fucking video of martial law sitting in the middle of the fucking road while the CNNs and the MSNBCs and the Fox News is saying no fucking martial law is taking place in Eastern North Carolina. I got the fucking martial law. Here's your fucking martial law. Here's fucking CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News saying there's no fucking martial law. You know, it's not fake news, because anything you call news is news. Like, look, what I got? I got some dog food. This is news. And if I say this is news, this is news. Because that by news is anything that you describe as news. So this dog food is breaking news, right? So therefore this dog food becomes breaking fucking news. But it's news because I say it's news, right? That's what makes it news. So whatever CNN says is news is news. Whatever Fox News says is news is news. That's why Fox put news in their name, because they knew if they put news in their name, everything that was on their channel was news, because they declared it as news. Man, our fucking Constitution is not gone, but people listening to it and abiding by it is gone. Fox is not state-run media. It's all state-run media. Fox, MSNBC, CNN. You want your real fucking news, you're looking at it. You hear me? Me and other YouTubers, activists, they're your fucking real news. The only place you're getting real fucking news is on fucking YouTube, until the censorships on YouTube lock us down. And it's coming, buddy. It's coming. YouTube is our last fucking resort, and it will fucking happen. They will shut down YouTube because they will censorship. But there ain't nothing on fucking TV. Yeah, Trump hard enough to help the government shut down. Now, look, man, again, I hate Fox News. I hate CNN. I hate MSNBC. That's why you're talking to me. That's why we're here right now. That's why this stream fucking exists, because people like me and streams that are currently broadcasting, not this one. Hey, look, I got 4 fucking live viewers right now. And there's streams out there with fucking 20,000 viewers right now. I'm sure James Friedman is enjoying 1,000 fucking viewers right now. And he fucking deserves it. I'm sure Tom fucking Zebra, if he went fucking live right now, would pull a fucking 100K, right? And he fucking deserves it, because those are fucking real journalists. Those are real fucking American heroes. And they politically, I got a feeling, are on the other side of the aisle. I bet you they call themselves Republicans. You know what? I love Tom Zebra. I love James Freeman. And I don't care if they're Republicans, because it does not bother me, because I love my fucking country and I love my fellow American. But I do have a fucking problem with the fucking jackass that's in the goddamn White House right now. God bless each and every one of you. I don't know what else to tell you. We have went down the fucking rabbit hole, and I don't know if there's ever any coming back. Actually, I don't think there is any coming back. Do y'all? Let me ask you, do y'all think we can ever get back to our office? Do you think we can ever get to a time where officers are not good, but do you think we can ever get to a time where they were better than they were yesterday? What our Constitution says is not that we are a perfect country, but we are in the pursuit of happiness, right? We're not perfect. We had slavery in our country. But we are in the pursuit of happiness, and we got better. What makes our country the greatest country in the fucking earth, on the face of the earth, is that we are always trying to get better, until here real recently, where our parents handed us a worse country than what we received. Our parents gave us a piece of shit country. Our parents didn't give us a better country than what they had. And today, yeah, I believe that our country might be so but I have a kid, right? And I am scared to fucking death that my kid has to live in the world that as his father, am partially responsible for. And he doesn't get to live in the country that I grew up in, or better yet, the country that my father grew up in. My father. When my father came, there was an economic boom. It was after world, you know what I'm saying? It's gone, man. America is going in the fucking shitter at 100 miles an hour. We are swirling so fucking fast it doesn't even make any goddamn sense. All right, I'm signing off. I hope everyone likes and subscribes to this channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Ring the motherfucking bell. Hit the goddamn bell. Would you please hit the bell? For everyone watching, like and subscribe and hit the fucking bell. I love each and every one of you. And if you're not right with Jesus, it's a good fucking time to get right with Jesus. So God bless you. And here's to me praying that each and every one of you find the Lord. God bless each and every one of you.